Hello, friends. This is Tahverlee, and you are listening to Grit and Grace. We are here for soul-level conversations that will take us across the veil in mystical and magical ways. I invite you to leave what you know at the door, open your heart, and receive. If you want to find out more information, make sure you go to moontempleschool.com. And now let's get started. If you clicked on this podcast today with the title of Snake Medicine, then you know you are in for a ride. We're going to talk today about the medicine of the serpent, how the serpent shows up in your life, and how you can activate the medicine that comes from the snake. This doesn't mean you have to go handle and own a real snake. You may wish to, or maybe you already do. But this is the spirit of snake medicine, and it's so prevalent in 2023. And I don't hear a lot of people talking about it yet, but I feel like it's coming. I know that I'm recording this at a time when I know when it's going to come out, and when this is going to be released, this is going to be super important because the energies of this forward momentum year, where most planets are direct at this time, and there is big movement, we can call in and work with the snake in order to shed layers, like shed our own skin and truly embrace transformation. Because this year is happening fast. And there are so many things going on in Mystery School right now that I don't even know where to tell you to start other than high magic immersions in person. Come to me and I will work with you in high levels of ceremony and give you all the tools to continue to build life on your terms, to call your power back and live life on your terms. The Sacred Wheel class is booming. We are doing such big transformational work, and every month is a standalone module. So join anytime. Come into the mysteries. It's like, I know you can't see me, but my hands are like welcoming you. I'm like, come into me. If not me, then find somewhere else to support you wherever you're at on your journey. Because I know you're listening to this show because there's something about what I'm saying that resonates with you. And you know that you are in the right place and the right time to truly embrace the mysteries of yourself, to let your spiritual gifts come fully online, to continue this path of remembering how powerful of a creator you are. And I am happy to do that with you. The Witch's Mastermind is also open. And I'm not sure if the High Priest and the High Priestess temple is still open or if we are closed for the year. But at this point in time, I still have a few spots. So check it out. So many ways to get involved. And I have two very exciting new things that are going to come up soon. One is a brand new Babylon money ritual. And I'm actually going to give it to the High Priest and the High Priestesses on the path first. They're going to test it. It's brand new. I've been working on this for a long time. And it has some remnants of the red spell that I'm bringing in. And this is going to be big work. So you should join me. Join me. Okay. Onward we go to snake medicine. Whether to you the serpent represents a python, a rattlesnake, I'm not really referring to Kundalini energy, although this can bring balance if you find your Kundalini energy is moving too quickly. I'm talking about the spirit of a snake. It's one of the oldest symbols that represents transformation, strength, sexuality, willingness to change, balance of light and dark. It's the ancient transfiguration between light and dark. And mythology tells us so deeply that a lot of the dark goddess territory involves serpent or snake medicine. Ancient shamans, many of them walk amongst us in human form as wounded healers. And they utilize snake medicine to weave transmutation into the storms of your human experience. They show you how to shed your skin and fully allow the rebirth to occur. And serpents represent many things to many people. Erotic awakenings, constriction, fear, hidden truth, danger, sexuality, pain, and antidotes. It's really interesting that most of my paintings that I create, which my painting style is informal. It is informal, although formal. And I am very excited to be in formal art school as we speak, but my paintings are informal. But almost every painting I've done has many, 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 many layers, from the initial symbols that go on the board to my intentions, to my energy, to more symbols, more words, initial layers, and then I paint over it and over and over it. Almost every painting has a layer of serpents somewhere in it. And I know that's because what that represents to me is always related to some type of deep transformation. And the symbols of the serpent or the snake is currently represented in almost all of our medical systems. If you start paying attention, you'll see the, I'm not even sure exactly how to say it, but the staff with the snake wrapped around it is visible, and pharmacology is visible in medical fields. And if you do your research on the mythology of how this happened, there's a couple of different stories on how this came to be. But the same outcome in most stories is that the medical field represents tread with caution. Tread with caution. Use it to create life, and tread with caution because it can also create death, which is the snake. It is the serpent. And snake venom is poisonous and also an antidote. Snakes are close to the ground and connected to the underworld. Snakes are highly, highly connected to seers and oracles and psychic visions. And so if any of this is bringing a tingle, nervous, or excited energy in your body, then let's call in the snake medicine together. And you don't need to be with a snake. You can hold a vision. And you might feel a little bit of fear of, wow, well, the real snake itself, I'm a little uncomfortable with. So why would I bring a vision of a snake in front of me? Because there is medicine in facing your fears. In fact, when you face your fears in one area of life, it makes all of the other fears easier to navigate. So interesting to me. Just before I recorded this podcast, I got an email from a garden supplier, a plant supplier that I love. And I've never seen anything like this before. And the subject line of the email said snake plants. I'm like, of course, I have a snake plant in my house. But the word snake and serpent is swirling so much in my energy field right now that I know this is the right place for you to be to hear on how we're going to bring this medicine in. And before I go on to giving you some tips and tricks on how to work with, I'm going to start calling it serpent medicine because I want you to have any vision of a snake that works for you. So serpent medicine, if it appears in a reading for you, it can, and it depends on the deck, if you're using oracle or tarot or what version, but if a snake appears, it can represent rivalry. It can be giving you a message to be watchful. This term of snake in the grass has this underlying effect that they can sneak up on you and not be visible to your field. But it can also mean for you to move without detection. It can also mean for you to move in concealed ways and to stay under the radar. And, when a snake sheds its skin, I don't know if you know this, when a snake sheds its skin, its eyes become completely glossy so they can't see. And as soon as the skin is removed, their vision becomes clear, and the most brightest colors of that snake's lifetime is most prevalent right after it's shed its skin. So kind of like all of us, when we are going through our own transformational stage, our vision can become foggy. And when we rebirth after this transformational experience, the colors in our field completely change and can become more brilliant. So if you want to start working more with serpent energy, with serpent medicine, I'm going to invite you to think of words that represent primordial power, raw, scary power, slow, steady movement, coiled and springing snakes, all of the above, and how you can bring that energy into your body to let it help you in your transformation and to fully embrace the primordial power of the serpent. So step 1, sit in a quiet space. Control your breathing. And envision a snake in front of you or a serpent in front of you coming face to face with you, coiled in front of you, and invite it in. Invite it to come and sit with you. Be slow and still. And hold that energy. Invite them in and ask for guidance. And now I'm going to give you 6 steps, words that you can do through the chakra system to invite the serpent into that energy field of your body with words. And you can, of course, adjust these however you see fit. This is just the starting place. I actually suggest that you try it this way with the snake sitting in front of you. Try it that way several times. Ask these questions, journal. And then when you're ready, allow that coiled snake to be sitting in your own root chakra. And I'm not referring to Kundalini work. This could bring balance to the Kundalini work. The serpent medicine is raw power and truth. And I even suggest that when you're done doing this visual connection with the serpent medicine, take a few moments to let your body move like the snake. And as you go about your day, ask yourself, how does the serpent navigate this situation? And write it out. Think of it. Bring it into your body. So take it slow. Bring it in a visual field. Bring it in a meditation. Journal on it. Then allow the serpent to come into you and sit coiled in your root. First question for the crown, for your crown chakra. I ask you to support me to know myself and my authority. In the throat, heal my silencing and let my voice shake the earth. In the heart, open my capacity to feel and shed layers of my old self and old fears. In the solar plexus, show me how to trust my power. In the sacral, unleash pleasure and divine desire as the antidote for my healing. And in the root, show how to move down deeper into my center. So crown chakra, throat chakra, heart chakra, solar plexus, sacral, and root chakra. Ask these questions. You may envision the snake coiling around your body in that spot, hugging you, bringing you information. Powerful, powerful work. And you want to add a couple of layers to this? Do it under a full moon or a full dark moon. So do it under the dark moon, not the new moon, but the dark moon or the full moon. Sit with it. Sit outside. Sit in the dark, in grass, by yourself. Trust and have faith and ask the serpent to show you what you need to know to assist you in your own transformation in this big, powerful year we have of 2023. All right. That's it for today. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. It's my first name, Tahverlee, or Moon Temple School. On TikTok, I am I'm Athena in my blood _ in between each. On Facebook, well, there's several variations of me. There's the public page of Tahverlee. There's Tahverlee England, which is my personal page. I also have an amazing digital coven called Witch Power. And if you're not a part of it yet, you should join us. It's totally free and we explore all kinds of topics. And I go there live as often as I can. I used to say weekly, but I don't make it every single week, but as often as I can. And I will see you across the veil or in mystery school soon. Thank you for joining us today. on any of your favorite listening apps. We would really appreciate a rating and review. And if you're looking for more information, make sure that you go to moontempleschool.com and you can find us there.